Pitch black screen. Faint heartbeat. Then, a flickering light slowly reveals a hallway. Sometimes, silence tells the loudest story. It's been 3 days since that night, since the laughter stopped, and the lights in that house went out for good. The case that began behind closed doors isn't over. In fact, what we thought we knew was only the surface. Beneath it lies something deeper, something darker. A hidden truth that refused to stay buried. Morning fog rolls across a quiet suburban street. Police tape flutters outside a 2-story house. When the investigators returned to the house, they found everything untouched. The breakfast dishes still on the counter. The TV still paused on a movie. But something was off. A photo frame on the mantel, gone. A single key missing from the rack. And on the kitchen floor, a faint outline of something once spilled. The forensic team said it wasn't blood. But what it was didn't make sense either. Traces of a rare cleaning solvent, industrial grade, one you wouldn't find in an ordinary home. A reenactment shot, a woman peeking through blinds, night sky outside, distant voicemail. The neighbor, Mrs. Reynolds, said she saw someone outside that night, around 11:30 p.m. A figure standing by the carport, motionless, just staring at the house. When asked who it was, she hesitated. Then whispered a name she later refused to repeat. What she saw might have been the person who came to hide the truth, or the one who came to reveal it. Close-up of a computer screen. Police playback security footage. Static flickers. The security system had been disabled, or so everyone thought. But deep inside the hard drive, a hidden backup remained. One of the detectives, Daniel Mercer, managed to retrieve 3 minutes of corrupted video. At first, it was nothing but static and flickering lights. Then, a shadow moved across the living room. You could see a figure pacing, stopping near the door. Then, another figure entered. There were no faces. No sound. Just movement. And then, the lights went out. The footage ended at exactly 11:42 p.m. A phone screen lights up. A single voicemail notification. Days later, an anonymous envelope arrived at the police station. Inside, a memory card. And on it, a voice message, dated the same night. I know what you did. You can't hide it anymore. That voice belonged to Emma. The same woman who had disappeared. But here's the thing, the message was never sent. It was recorded at 11:39 p.m., 3 minutes before the lights went outside. Old photographs spread across a desk. Strings connecting names and faces. As the investigation deepened, a disturbing pattern began to appear. Every person connected to that house, every friend, every colleague, every neighbor, had something to lose. Emma had recently discovered documents hidden in her husband's study, property transfers, offshore accounts, and coded emails. They revealed a financial web far bigger than the family itself. And the key witness? A man named Victor Hale, the husband's business partner. He vanished the morning after Emma's disappearance. No goodbye. No trace. Just gone. An old cassette recorder being pressed, play. A soft crackle. Then came the discovery no one expected. Inside the attic, a small box wrapped in fabric. Inside it, a cassette tape labeled simply, "For you." The voice on the recording was calm. Almost too calm. If you're hearing this, then you already know. What happened that night wasn't an accident. I tried to stop it. But it was too late. The recording cut off halfway through. But in the background, faintly, a second voice whispered. Don't tell them. Papers being shredded. A phone thrown into a river. A car driving down a deserted road at night. By now, the story had gone public. But the more attention it got, the more things started disappearing, not people, this time, but evidence. Files were sealed. Witnesses recanted their statements. One detective transferred departments overnight. It was clear, someone higher up wanted this case buried. And that's when Mercer, the lead investigator, made a risky move. He leaked fragments of the evidence to an independent journalist. And within hours, the hidden truth began to surface online. Montage of newspaper clippings, computer screens, and online articles. The documents revealed that Emma's husband wasn't just involved in business fraud. He had connections to a secret fund that financed private research, and one of those projects was linked to missing persons cases across the state. The house wasn't just a home. It was a meeting place. A cover. And Emma had found out too much. Nighttime. Headlights cut through fog. A door creaks open. Weeks later, a hiker reported seeing a woman near the old quarry, miles from town. Disoriented. Barefoot. Silent. When police arrived, they found nothing but a shoe, half buried in the mud. DNA confirmed, it belonged to Emma. No one knows if she was there moments before or days earlier. But one thing was certain. Someone had been watching that night. In a copy. Bixby, what's your favorite song? Shut up. Dark room. A faint red light blinks on a recording. Months later, the journalist who covered the story released one final clip. It was from an unknown source. A low voice, distorted, said, "The truth isn't hidden. You just don't want to see it." Followed by a familiar heartbeat sound. The same heartbeat we heard. Behind closed doors. Fade to black. A closed door stands alone. The sound of distant thunder. The truth isn't always in what we see, it's in what we choose to ignore. Every lie has a shadow. Every silence hides a scream. And sometimes, the ones we trust most are the ones we should fear. So, before you go searching for answers, remember. The truth is never lost. It's just waiting. For someone brave enough to face it. This was The Hidden Truth. The story continues soon, because not every door stays closed forever. If you've followed the story this far, drop your theory in the comments below. Because somewhere out there, the truth is still waiting.